Hello, y'all. How you doing? How you doing, y'all? I just want to ask you a question. Um, I gotta ask you a question. What's been going on, y'all, for Thanksgiving? Um, Everything. Hopefully, Thanksgiving haven't came in yet. And I came in for Christmas. Hopefully, some money come in because I'm trying to get a job, and hopefully, I become famous. Okay. Um. Most importantly, I want to give shout out to my friend. Well, he's not personally my friend, but I admire him. He's Maroon 5 lead singer, and he also has the same birthday years I am. We're both 34. He made the Sexy Man live, so hopefully Zacharias in 2015, 16, 17, 18 made the Sexy Man live. The handsome man in the world, you know what I'm saying? People's Magazine. Okay, I gotta ask you a question. What's going on with to my Tejano singer Amar Oscar De La Rosa from Grupo La Mafia, Grupo La Mafia and Tejano singer Tejano group. Sorry, I kind of listened to I must listen to Lena back in the day, like 20 years ago, 93, 94, and it was mostly Selena and Emilio, Elsa Garcia, you know, and La Fama and Stephanie and Stephanie Lynn Angie. I can name all PSDO before he went solo. After he did one song with, well, he did a couple singles before when he was with Selena group, and also helped her out before she passed away. God rest her soul. But I listened a lot. It was Kakuka 106.5 here in Houston, and Super Tejano 108. I miss those days. I remember looking at Full Tejano on Telemundo. I remember watching Riva Latino, the English version, on Channel 11 here in Houston, a CBS affiliate, KHUOU. And I remember watching it on Telemundo as well. Telemundo was at the time 48. Channel 48 was Telemundo channel. Watching Univision on the Max, Control, Caliente. I remember watching Parísimo on Telemundo. And I remember watching Sábado Jugante, Sábado Sensacional. I've got the Domingo. I've got the other ones coming at 3 o'clock. And I remember watching all those shows back in the day. And mostly it was I started venturing out looking at Spanish TV in '95. But I was looking at '94 and '93, and I remember watching Selena for the first time perform Como La Flor on John Canales show. So y'all don't think because morenito mixto, no sangre latino. Sangre latina, excuse me, no, yo soy un morenito mixto con sin sangre latina, that I don't know these Latin stuff. I mean, I watched maybe four couple like '91. I remember watching Stella Cruz on the Televan show, and I was like, who is she? She black or Mexican? I found out she was Cuban. Okay, and mi abuelita calls her the black Mexican. Okay, I know she's not from Veracruz and Cahuila, Oaxaca, because she's from Cuba. But we in another time. But anyway, going back to the story, I want to know where how's Oscar Rosa is doing. I remember that he came to the Hano event here in Houston. Lala, not Lala Vasquez, okay, not no New Rican sister Lala Vasquez, and Lala the singer from LA. It's Lala here in Texas. I didn't have Lala Vision. I've got three Lalas. Oh my God, choose who's gonna be. But one of the ladies, she's very beautiful Latina lady, and she young lady, and she interviewed as La Rosa. And he seemed to be doing okay, but I hope that they investigate everything. Why this crazy things came out of nowhere. Now, two rumors. Okay, I'm not trying to be gossiping about this. Okay, because I admire him and I don't care what his preference is. Okay, he actually was married when people were saying that he was gay back in '96 and '95 after Oscar De La Rosa. I don't forget. I don't forget. I went to predominantly Latino high school and people was just, cheats me about this guy. But he was married, and I think God rest his soul, his wife died like in 2001. His children, a lot of children from her. She's a beautiful woman, by the way. She was a beautiful woman. And he was either performing at Montrose area. Montrose here in Houston is mostly gay area, but not everybody's gay. Y'all, I know some straight people who live in the area, who are married couples. Okay, you have people, a lot of homeless straight people live there. Okay, and teens and runaways because they have what's that place called, Covenant House. Well, anyway, not to go in detail, people was making rumors saying that he was gay and he was at a gay bar and all those stuff. But I believe this story that he was performing there, and then some just crazy fan would not leave him alone and leave his bodyguard alone, and then the chauffeurman and the stuff alone, and he's just crazy and just punching like crazy. I mean, and my heart and prayers went out for him and his family, and so hopefully that he's doing okay. And hopefully that he's not, he's seemed to be doing okay when Lala interviewed him. But I don't know. So y'all let me know. Let me know the news, the 401, the information, okay? Noticias. Okay, yo hablo español más o menos, okay? Cuando yo tuve 16 años. Yo tengo 34 años ahora, okay? So, I mean, it's not like I learned Spanish yesterday, okay? I've been speaking Spanish since I was 16 years old. Okay, in the predominantly Latino high school, I was singing Spanish. I was taking 3 years of Spanish, high school Spanish, and plus, I was also when I went to El Paso, went to Paso Community College, Valverde Campus. Okay, took one class of Spanish, and everybody was like, "Why are you in the beginning class?" Because I didn't pass a test. I mean, I just like, what is all this? It's been years, and I just practice. And I remember like some Latinos who are not foreign born, or they're already raised here a long time, would get upset. Some would get upset when I speak Spanish to them, think I'm being insulting or being offensive. I'm like, no. Dude, I hung around and a lot of Latinos, just like MM, all hood, and I'm not ghetto, but all hood and all that stereotypical ghetto type, people associate with stereotypical with us African Americans, and I'm mixed race by myself. By the way, my black, white, and most majority of us, but I claim my roots. But classified African American community in I think Detroit or wherever he's from. But I know what's that movie? A-Ball was not about his life because it was a different character he played. It's similar. 4 days before Dr. Dre found out he had talent. Okay, well I mean I went to school that used to be predominantly white when I was a little boy. And then became predominantly Hispanic, Latino. Mostly Mexicanos, algunos Puertorriqueños, Mesoamericanos. And then when I went to El Paso, of course, a lot of Mexicanos, but a lot of Puertorriqueños too. When I went to Fiesta de Flores, I mean, baby, in 2005, it was only Mexicanos, and people putting Puerto Rican flags there. So it's not just only Mexicanos. There is a majority, yes, like here in Houston, but it's getting to be like Houston, El Paso, and how other. Because I went to college. I'm people from Peru. I mean, Afro Latinos. People like who are these two black people speaking Spanish? And I'm not Hispanic, but that one was Hispanic from the Dominican Republic. I mean, so people ask I stereotype them. But point is, I've been listening to Latin music for a long time, for 20 years, since I was 13, 14 years old. Okay, I'm 34 now. So I remember Tejano 105, Tejano 105. Tejano 16.5 and Tejano 108. I remember Corona. Okay, he won DJs at the time. I remember hearing I remember Selena had performed in the Raza Royal show in '94. I remember seeing clips of her in '93. I know who she was then. I mean, 93 years, but I didn't know she performed at the time. When I saw her picture on Houston Post, used to be out there here in Houston, and Houston Chronicle took over it and got rid of it in '95. But they used to have Viva Houston, a lot of Latinos on there, not only Mexicanos, but you have other Latinos as well that was on there, but mostly Mexicanos. And they had showed Selena with the white bustier and white pants. And I remember J Lo performed, pretending to be, well, she was playing Selena in the movie, and she's in Monterey. But actually, that outfit was on the Ashton 94. This is when Mortal Vida was coming out. You know, the movie and Baby Bamba. I remember when I heard on one of those Tejano stations, and I was in middle school in 8th grade. I was 14, and it's 94 and going on, you know. So in the beginning of the, beginning of the year, and I, Baby Bamba, and I didn't know Spanish, and I just said Baby Bamba, and everybody looked at me strange, and my friend who's Spanish said, Zach, see that song, Baby Bamba, so. I mean, y'all understand. I mean, I grew up around it. Okay, I couldn't help it. I absorbed it. Okay, so that's how I know about a lot of the Tejano. I seen breaking a barrier to sing, because they already had two African Americans that was already in Tejano music. They had Dee from Culturas, and they had Ruth Tocasito. I don't know where she is, but the point is, I'm not. It's not like I learned this yesterday. It was around me. I mean, that's all you heard was Tejano music. I mean, the school I went to was a barrio. It used to be one long white long time ago. Now it wasn't no more. All the white people can still control the city, okay, the town, should I say? But point is, I remember all this. I remember seeing a child here in Houston. It was in Houston, not in Corpus Christi, and not in Boba. I was trying, because they didn't want too much controversy. Was the Sandoval when she killed Selena. I remember I was 15 going on 16 a year. I don't forget. I was so hurt because I love Selena. And then I remember seeing it on news, and she died at 1 o'clock, and other stuff. So I remember all that stuff. So y'all don't stereotype. Stereotypes are ignorance, okay? And so anyway, so just like many Latinos listen to hip hop. Whether Puerto Rican or Mexicano or Chicano, whatever, Cubano. I mean, come on. You have Pitbull. You have, not to bring a controversial singer, SPM. Because rapper SPM. You have Powder. You have Flockish. You had Kid Frost. I mean, you had who's the one that became a preacher? The one is he's from not thinking from Mexico, not thinking from northern Mexico. I forgot his name. He's a preacher now. The live Dilo, you had Fat Joe. Fat Joe still living, of course. What's the other guy? One died. Big Pounds. I can't think of his name. Big Pun. I was a big fan of Big Pun as well. Because during that time, a lot of Latin hip hop artists were getting big after Selena's death, and also Latin pop stars. And then that's how, besides J Lo and Mark Anthony and who else, and Ricky Martin and Ricky Iglesias. Selena did pave the way, and I want to mention somebody that people forget who she is, who's Latina, Mariah Carey. She's Venezuelan, black, white, and Venezuelan. Okay, don't forget that, y'all. Point is, and it's my baby. Okay, oh Lord, no baby corazón. Don't get mad when you can. Okay, please don't get mad. Point is, I grew up around it and couldn't help it. So. I mean, you have Frankie J singing Natalie, Frankie J singing R&B. You have Tony Sunshine. I can name all the Latinos. I mean, that sings pop and John Sakata. Come on, y'all. I mean, just go ahead and name a few. But point is, if they can sing English music, but it's R&B or pop, and I can sing Spanish music. I mean, there's discrimination right there. But point is, going to be a race and thing. I talk about this stuff because it's always attacking me, and I'm not going to change for nobody. But these issues need to be, aware that stereotypes are not right, and stop trying to tell somebody can't do this and that. Okay, the one is, and I remember on that before I finished this video, I remember Selena trials when she died in '95. They had the Ashton performance where Mattress Man, who owns Gallery Furniture, sponsored it. Elsa Garcia performed. I think Emilio and Jennifer Los Jets. Well, Jennifer Pena, should I say? She performed Baby Bamba. She was 12 years old. Okay, and then later on, she went to Jennifer Los Jets, and then she went to Jennifer by herself. And I mean, I love Jennifer Pena. She's married now, so I mean, I didn't love her. I mean, I loved her that way, but because she was young. But when she became 18, I was like, ooh, she's beautiful. Ooh, dang. But some Boricua, I heard, he's a Puerto Rican guy that married her. So. And I love they're trying to compare her to the next Selena, because she kind of likes some big lips like Selena too, and my eyes like Selena too. But and she also, if you never seen the movie with Sierra and the girl from what's the Spanish girl? She's Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican, Adrian Balian. She was on 3LW and Cheetah Girls, and remember that movie that MTV put on, and they had a lot of Latin artists on there. You know, they had other races, but they had a lot of Latin artists on there. You had uh, uh, Playing Skills, the world got too many freaks. They've been swaying from Dallas, just like Mariah Carey's pop Venezuela, and the guy that played the 70 shows played Mexican guy. He's not Mexican. He's Venezuelan. Walmart. I forgot how he says his name. See, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say his last name. Then they had Frankie J. I mean, come on. I mean, I remember. So they had, and you know, and Sierra's not Latin. She's mixed. She's African American and Creole and German and Native American. I read her bio, but she was on there, and they had Jill Pena as one of the girls. On the other side, there was Adrian Bayan's friend. Remember Adrian Bayan's dad in the movie got killed? Yeah, okay. Well, never thought they all worked together in years, and Jennifer Bayan sang the theme song of the movie the MTV sponsored in 2005. We saw it in 2004 or 5, I think. We saw it in Job Corps. We had a DVD of it in Job Corps in 2000 in El Paso, Texas. Shout out at Chucktown. Anyway, but I remember all this, and also one thing, Mark Anthony. Since I mentioned Mark Anthony and Oscar De La Rosa, they did a song together. I forgot what it's called. Oscar De La Rosa went solo, not solo like permanent, but just went did a solo project with a duo with Mark Anthony. And it's way before Mark Anthony was with J Lo and all the other stuff, okay? But it was like 96, and they did a remix of it, like a Tejano remix, and also I mean they had different versions of it. And so a lot of people, so every time I mention up to people, especially the Mexicanos, you remember that? You know, Chicanos, you remember that? You remember that? Back in the day? Yeah, I forget that. Mark Anthony, I said, wait a minute, they putting like a clash of Puerto Rican, we call it Latinos, but clash of Puerto Rican and Mexican American together, you know, to do a song. That's kind of cool. You know, clash to two cultures, because, you know, so anyway, boy, I remember all this, okay? And the school I went to, I won't mention their name, actually, the producer of There Are Some Records in the 90s had problems with the school on the Southwest Side that I went to. The producer that co-owned the school actually songs with produced some songs with Oscar De La Rosa. So yeah, I have a lot of knowledge on this, okay? So I mean, it's kind of funny that people think that, oh, you learned it yesterday. I was a jovencito. I was a teenager learning about Tejano music, being around it, dancing cumbia. So come on, hello. You know, I mean, doggone it. And now I'm listening to Tejano norteño. Come on, salsa, merengue. Banda, I don't like too much. Sorry. I do like Jennifer Rivera, God rest her soul, but I don't like Banda that much. I mean, I went to El Paso, I was shocked that Banda was there. I thought this is Bocorona, the DJ from the Tejano stations from El Paso. I thought they had Tejano that they have a little bit, okay? And had nothing, but they had a lot of Banda. But I will tell you, reggaetons play a lot on hip hop stations in El Paso, Texas. Yeah, and I remember, and Shakira, she done reggaeton, but they played La Cintura and Alejandra Sanz. Ay, amor, me duele tanto. And y'all, I know Shakira was back in 95. ¿Dónde estás, corazón? Estoy aquí. Well, she had black hair. She was not no blondie. Okay, I forget that time. And I remember, who else? Enrique Iglesias. Si te vas. And I remember, I love that song, Series. But that song they played on the Max. And they put it on the other Latin station that was not Tejano, it was like Latin pop. Like, okay? So I don't forget those stars back in the day. I mean, they're not that new. Like Shakira, you know, Mark Anthony, Ricky Martin. I remember he was singing "Sin Control." He had long curly hair. I mean, he was shaking. I remember in 95 and 93, 94. They played it on Ritmo Latino, the English version, and the Spanish version. I remember they were saying it on the English version on Channel 11. That Ricky Martin was going to be on oh Lord, General Hospital. So I don't forget at those times, back in the 90s. I remember back in the day that they had another artist. I'm trying to think. I can go down. And I remember La India, okay? She sang Love and Happiness, okay, on the Caribbean River Music Awards. I remember watching on BET or either one of those stations, you know, mostly Coco Black stations. And they had La India, because, you know, they from the Caribbean. So she had seen Love and Happiness. And then I found out she was a salsa singer. She was Puerto Rican. So what is she? And so I remember her, and I know she used to sing techno, dance club back in the day. But now I remember the songs being played on radio, but not as popularized. Okay, and I know that the Mark Anthony's played freestyle. I remember Cover Girls, all them, and Martika, Expose, and Shannon, all them, and CB. I remember them back in the '80s, growing up as a child. But I just knew of them. But the more pop stars I know was Michael Jackson, Madonna, Janet, Paula. Oh, Paula Abdul. Straight up now, tell me, Bob Brown, Babyface. New Kids on the block. The Boys. Die My Heart. I mean, that's the song you mostly hear, but you didn't hear the freestyle. I know Partika, Cuban girl. She played on Kids Cover. She was not the only Latina on there because Fergie's part Mexican. Yes, but she played on Kids Cover. Martika did. She played Gloria, and she played Toy Soldiers in '89. And she made a song Toy Soldiers. I thought she was Mexican, but I found she was Cuban. And I know Prince dated her. Oh, Prince had dated a lot of women. But y'all, they got no. I mean, I was very into music because I want to be an entertainer. I'm tired of being poor, and when I meet people in the entertainment, I'm being a joke. I'm sincere. When I was a little child, that's why they try to get me off the television. Do your homework. I didn't want to because I said I want to be on the TV screen. So anyway, point is, I want to know what's going on with Oscar De La Rosa from La Mafia, and let me know what's going on. When I sweat it to everybody, and I hope everything goes okay. All right. Get on down, okay? I gotta go. Me voy. Adios. Dale.